Monkeypox, its prevention and cure, medicine RHUS TOXICODENDRON. The purpose of knowledge shared here is only educational and to increase awareness. Please always consult your doctor before taking any medicine. Self-treatment may always be injurious. मित्रों, आवागमन व दूर संचार की उन्नति ने विश्व को ग्लोबल विलेज बना दिया है। यदि कोई बीमारी संसार के किसी हिस्से में, वो हमारे देश से कितना भी दूर क्यों न हो, प्रारंभ होती है तो हमें भी सतर्क हो जाना होता है। कोविड-19 अभी भी समाप्त नहीं हो पाया है और WHO ने मंकी पॉक्स के बारे में सावधान किया है। मॉडर्न मेडिसिन कहती है कि होम्योपैथिक दवाइयाँ प्लेसबो इफेक्ट से असर करती हैं, अर्थात इनमें कोई दम नहीं। होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन्स हैव नो नोन साइड इफेक्ट्स। होम्योपैथिक दवाइयों के साइड इफेक्ट नहीं होते। ये बच्चों, बुजुर्गों, महिलाओं सभी के लिए पूर्णतया सुरक्षित हैं। अपनी मेडिसिन किट में इन्हें अवश्य रखें। अधिकांश नागरिकों में होम्योपैथिक औषधियाँ लोकप्रिय हैं क्योंकि कभी न कभी उनके परिवार ने इन औषधियों से आराम पाई है। मंकी पॉक्स से बचाव के लिए RHUS टॉक्स 30 CH प्रतिदिन 1 बूंद लेना पर्याप्त है। आइए जानें कि मंकी पॉक्स नामक बीमारी में दवा RHUS टॉक्स कब उपयोगी है। When to use RHUS टॉक्स in monkeypox? Typhoid symptoms: dry tongue, great restlessness, patient wants to get out of bed, notwithstanding his great debility, sores on lips and teeth, confluent smallpox with great swelling at first, but afterwards the eruption shrinks and becomes livid, blood in pustules, bloody stools। आइए जानें मेडिसिन RHUS टॉक्स के कुछ अन्य महत्वपूर्ण लक्षण। फेस: कॉर्नर्स ऑफ माउथ अल्सरेटेड and sores are chapped around genitals, vesicular eruptions of the face with much burning and smarting and tingling. Sight and eyes: swelling of the whole eye and surrounding parts, heaviness and stiffness of lids as if paralyzed. The lids are red, swollen and edematous, especially the upper, and spasmodically closed, with profuse gushes of hot tears on opening them. Sac-like swelling of the conjunctiva. Nose: epistaxis at night, during straining at stool, bending forward, or any bodily exertion. In typhoid fever, hemorrhage from the nose after 4 o'clock in the morning. Mouth and throat: tongue dry, red, cracked, or has triangular tip, or white, often on one side, takes imprint of the teeth, white coating only on one side, saliva bloody, runs out of mouth during sleep. Abdomen: soreness as if beaten in the hypochondriac region and still more in the abdomen, worse on the side on which he lies, worse when turning, and worse when beginning to move. Anus and stool: pains running down the limbs in streaks with every stool. Female sexual organs: Catamania causes violent biting pain in the vulva. The lochia, after having almost ceased, again becomes bloody and offensive. Respiratory organs. Putting a hand from under the bed cover brings on cough. A dry teasing cough coming on first before the chill and continuing through the chill. Heart and pulse. Aching of the left arm with disease of the heart. Sensation of weakness and trembling in the heart. Neck and back. Lumbago from sleeping on damp sheets or ground, on getting wet while perspiring, pains, strain, etc. Worse while at rest, on beginning to move, better when gets in motion and by pressure, stiffness and aching, bruised pains in the small of the back, when sitting still or when lying, better from motion or when lying upon something hard, pains in back compelling to move constantly in bed, lameness in back as if strained or after straining extremities, swollen around the ankles after sitting too long, particularly in traveling. Powerlessness of lower limbs, cannot draw them up, lameness, stiffness and paralyzed sensation in joints from sprains, overlifting or overstretching, rheumatic tension, drying, tearing in limbs during rest, lameness, stiffness and pain on first moving after rest, or on getting up in the morning, relieved by constant motion, aching pains in the legs, must change position every moment, sleep and dreams, laborious dreams of excessive bodily exertion, as running, wading in the snow, hurrying and the like. Restless at night, has to change position frequently. Chill fever and sweat. Typhoid fever are acute diseases putting on typhoid symptoms with great restlessness, tossing from side to side, and a triangular tip of tongue. During chill, cough, dry, teasing, fatiguing, skin, vesicular erysipelas, swelling and inflammation, phlegmonas, general tease, complaints from getting wet in the rain when overheated or perspiring, pains as if sprained, ailments from spraining or straining, lifting, particularly from reaching up high for things. Causes and modalities. Complaints worse while at rest, worse after midnight, worse before storms, or worse on rising from a seat or bed, worse on beginning to move after quiet, worse from getting wet and in wet weather, bad effects from sprains, bruises, etc., bad effect from getting wet in a rain storm while sweating or overheated. Thank you.